how you can develop a attractive LinkedIn profile that will enable recruiter to reach out to you and maximize your chances while improving them in securing a job. So what do you consider when creating a LinkedIn profile? There are important things you should consider when creating a LinkedIn profile, especially in this year. And we'll be looking at what a professional LinkedIn profile should look like, and then how to optimize your profile for better opportunities. So that being said, LinkedIn is a professional networking site. It's a site where professional all over the world meet. And last month, it was about 900 million users on LinkedIn. So imagine the endless possibilities LinkedIn brings to you, even as a job seeker. The first thing every profile should contain is an header. Now, for your profile to be up to date, even according to LinkedIn, there should be an header. And this header has to do with 1-2 inspirational word which we use. For example, when you look at Imade Lisika's profile, is talking about building the future of education. So something inspirational, just derive that outward. For example, you want to become a engineering talent. Then what you want to do is aspiring to become a engineering leader in tech. Something very simple yet captivating. Now your profile picture is the next thing. Now your profile picture, it should be professional. Ensure that this is professional. What advice is take these either in a photo studio or you can take it with a professional background. White is great, black is great, and any other background, okay? And then we have your heading. Now, your heading is the first part which a recruiter sees while searching for your role. For example, whatever you include in your heading, when recruiters are searching for keyword for that talent, that's exactly what you're going to see, okay? Let me give an insight and an example into that. For example, when you're looking for a great marketer, my profile always come up top. Let me show you how you know that. Sorry. So how do you know what people are looking for when they search a profile? And this is very, very important. So when you look at my profile, the keyword people see is WordPress developer, chief executive officer, marketer, and founder. So now when recruiters are searching for this word, this is what they see. And then who are these people that are working? They are executive director, business software engineer, and research fellow. Where are they from? They are from Robin Sharma. They are from the university, top skill, and this. And this is for between August 6 to August 23. So you need to have insight to how your profile come up when recruiters, hiring managers, CEOs, and decision-making leaders within a company search for it. So for example, you want to include the skill. If you're a front-end developer, you want to include a front-end developer. If you're a software engineer, you want to include a software engineer. So that's great. So you include it there. And the next section is the open to work section. Now, this hasn't been debugged by LinkedIn yet, but most career professionals, even myself, believe that having the open to work in your profile does more harm than good. Yeah, because when recruiters or hiring managers click on your profile, when you send the request, the first thing they look at is your profile. Who are you? And then once they see the open to work, the insight which comes to their head is, this fellow is coming to ask me for a job. And recruiter hates that when you are entering into their DM and then asking, do you have a job for me? Instead of you going out there to search. So that's one thing. So ensure this is always open to people using LinkedIn Recruiter alone. Okay. Now, the next section, which this is not important, but you can add it, the service which you provide, which is your skill, and then what you do. And then I'll be focusing on the next section quickly, which will be about. Now, ensure that your about is a story. You want to talk about something inspiring and then what makes you different. For example, most people out there, what they do is, my name is, I am skilled with, I have this and this and this skill. So ensure that basically your advice is a story. But mine is very simple and short. As in-depth knowledge, help startup grow 3S to 7S and manage $36,000 in marketing budget while cutting $200,000 in marketing spend for your company. And then not looking for a job, not looking for a new role, and basically helping building the future of education and skill for Africa. And a link to contacts. So that's one thing. So ensure your story is catching. Now it has an heading, it has a story of why you're unique, it has a selling point, what's your achievements, just include some of the proudest achievements, your skill set, and then how they can reach out to you. Your featured section. Now, in your featured section, you can use a lot of things there, you understand. But what you should put in your featured section, if you're a job seeker, is your portfolio, your LinkedIn, and then few links to your work or popular posts. Now, those are very good. Now, going back to the experience. Now, the other part is your experience. In your experience section, you want to talk about what the company do, but most importantly, you want to talk about your achievements within the company. I will show you some of these. Okay, for these achievements, let me see if I have any. Okay, when you look at BitNob, manage this, did that. So 3 basic pointers. And then you just talk about your achievements within the company in the experience section. So what advice is using the Google method, which is I achieve X by doing Y as measured by Z. For example, manage a marketing budget of 36,000 US dollars. That's the contest. Now, that helped the company cut marketing costs by $200,000. Then, as measured by the accounting within the company and then the revenue foresight. So what you achieved, cut the company cost by $200. What you did through email marketing, and then how it's measured, something very simple. And if that's complicated, you can just use contest, then the achievement and the result for better. Now, your educational section, in your education, include 1 or 2 pointers in there, your school, and then your grade or any of the award which you won even while in school. That is very important. Now, one other way to display that you're a rigorous learner is through your licensing and certifications. Now, you want to talk, employer wants to see if you are consistently upskilling yourself. Now, this is where your certificate comes in, especially if you are early in your career or you're switching to a new career or the likes. Okay, so you want to put in all the courses you've taken online consistently, show a link to the credentials and all. And then if you have a voluntary experience, that is very important too. You include it in there. And your skill, put in your top 3 skills that relate to the role you're searching for. For example, if you're looking for front-end, React, Node.js, Express.js, and other programming language, and then front-end itself as a skill. That is very important, okay? And try as much as possible to get endorsements. One way to get endorsements is simply by endorsing other skill. When you endorse other people, they endorse your skill. And those you've worked together, look at them, within a company, reach out to them and then let them endorse your skill while writing a recommendation for you. Okay, and this recommendation is very important, especially if it's coming from someone well known. For example, you can see from Sterling, from Robin Sherman, and from other organizations. So those have mentored, those have coached, those have worked together, like AFSAT and all other people. So ensure that you give recommendation and then you get recommendation, because that part is very important. And if you have publication, please put it in there. And the projects you're proud of, top 3, put it in there. And any award which you have, put it in there. So once you have all these, your LinkedIn profile is good, and you will have a blue tick in LinkedIn, which tells you, okay, now you have a good profile. And that's all. So that's all for how to develop a LinkedIn profile which attracts recruiters